Yeah. What's up? Did you guys used to skate Lockwood? Guy. My name's Guy. I mean, God wanted street skateboarding. He said, let there be Lockwood.
How'd you first start coming here?
Gabriel was hanging around here. They used to always just skate this place, and it would be like every, summer it would just be like all day, every day. And during school days, it would just be like the weekends, you know what I mean? I mean, that's what it was good, like back then. It's like, to like skate for the whole year. It wasn't traveling a lot or anything. It was like I could, you could do a whole video part inside this school. That's all it took.
I met Guy through Gabriel Rodriguez. I grew up with Gabe. We were from the same area, but Guy was from suburbs.
He's from the Valley?
He's from Burbank. At the time, we were really into, the whole tagging and stuff, and I remember we'd be at Lockwood, and he'd just be sitting there on the bench, with his little folder that he would always carry around and just, just practicing his little graffiti and his bombing and stuff.
Joey Sorrell is someone I used to like sleep at his house a lot when I was like skating in these areas, and his apartment was like a full-on crack apartment. You know what I mean? Like just bass heads always like we'd come home. We'd go skating that night, go out to a club, and we'd be coming home, and like they would just like scatter like roaches, like 5 dudes or whatever, like in his stairway, and I'd be like, whoa, like the people at your house always stay up late, and they're like whatever, and he's like, those people don't live here, man. Like they're smoking crack. And I remember going into his house the first time when it was like I was going to spend the night, and he goes to lock the door, and there's like, like 5 locks on the door, like 5 deadbolts and like just 6 chains, whatever, and it was just like, whoa. I mean, that was a lot different than how I was raised, you know what I mean? Like definitely Fabian Alamora's like whole family was 18th Street, and he was like born into that gang life, that gang lifestyle. And I remember going to like barbecues at Fabian's house. Like his family would have a barbecue and we'd roll through and it would just be like some really gnarly gang-affiliated guys like there, you know what I mean? Like where this guy just got out of jail and they're throwing the barbecue, or this guy's going away. The Menace crew, I think, is all like, they were all skaters that came from definitely like low-income families, you know what I mean? Skateboarding was an outlet for them. Like instead of like, joining gangs and like becoming thugs, it's like they wanted to do something better with their lives, and skateboarding is what brought that for them.
A lot of people didn't realize, that Lockwood was centered in an area where there was a lot of gang activity. We were always good, because they knew Fabian, they knew his uncle was, one of the main OGs, and they were always cool with us, But a lot of these kids didn't realize that, where they were. You'd have like hundreds of kids, bro. Hundreds of kids just in there, like it was like a skate park. And there'd be times where, they'd ask us first. They'd be like, hey, you know this guy right here? Like, yeah, man, he's good, bro. All right, because we were about to jack his camera, bro. We were always skating, man. There would just be times when we have our crew that will be going out for the day to try to get some stuff done, and you figure you have at least, let's say 6 guys, right? And there's only usually 1 to 2 filmers. Guy was just like, he would just chill, bro. He would just chill, and then you see him skating, he'll be doing his tricks. I'd be like, man, you didn't get that. But he wasn't even tripping. He's like, whatever. And then when it came time, okay, Guy, let's get that. He'd be like, I'm over it, bro. It's all good. He was always skating. He just, he just wasn't really trying to be out there.
He was still skating, I mean, but we were also partying a lot too, so you probably weren't getting the best of Guy when the dude's knee-deep in 4 blunts, you know what I mean?
I mean, for the people like that know me or whatever, like know that I was always skating. There's a real big difference between like skating and filming a video part.
I'd always either just hook up with Rick or a couple of guys, or I would go to Girl, and whoever was there, we would go skate and we would go film. And so I was just skating with everybody, and he just never was really around. I think when he didn't have a full part in Goldfish, I think maybe he realized, not that he fucked up, but that would have been a good thing for him to have done. People were probably bummed that they didn't see more footage of him. I mean, that's got to be kind of a cool thing to realize, you know, that people really want to see footage of you.
You see the video and it's like you missed out on it. And it's like you're bummed. That does like hurt a little bit. After that video came out, not being a part of it, I was just like, I want to do something with my talent or anything, or with my skating. I want to be a part of this next video. I was hanging around Kareem and all these guys. Kareem was getting Menace. It was like the World Trilogy videos. All the people that I was hanging out with and partying with were really focused on their video, and that really inspired me to do it myself, you know what I mean? Probably like during Mouse, I was a little bit more motivated because I had missed out on the opportunity of Goldfish.
Yeah, that was my board. That was my drag going maybe right before that. Yeah. Yeah, right after Tim. Yeah, dude.